And while Russia has firmly rejected proposals for a temporary ceasefire in Ukraine, Moscow is dismissing suggestions of a one-month halt in fighting or a cessation of aerial and naval attacks. Now, these ideas were being floated by Ukraine, France and Britain. Russia says that firm agreements on a final settlement are needed. Without all that, some kind of respite is absolutely unacceptable. Now, Russia also accused French President Emmanuel Macron of spreading false narratives after he called for increased defense spending to counter potential Russian expansion into Europe. Now, Moscow criticized Macron for ignoring Russia's legitimate security interests and claimed a peaceful settlement is impossible without considering the security of both Russia and Europe.
Macron's speech yesterday was a set of false narratives. I do not even know whether there are any words of truth there. He talked about ensuring guarantees for Ukraine's security. He did not say a word about the fact that a peaceful settlement is impossible without taking into account the legitimate security interests of both Russia and the whole of Europe, without any sort of division.
And this comes at a critical moment as European leaders gathered in Brussels for urgent consultations on the conflict's future. Volodymyr Zelensky thanked EU leaders for standing by Ukraine's side as the bloc held crisis on talks on confronting U.S. President Donald Trump's pivot away from Kiev and its transatlantic partners. British officials say they have held talks with around 20 countries interested in being part of a coalition of the willing to support Ukraine during the ceasefire.
I'm not alone. We feel it and we know it. Thank you so much for everything. And signals to increase our production and signals to, with the new program, to increase the European security. That's, I think, the great decisions.
Zelensky's visit to Brussels comes as he scrambles to re-engage Washington after the Oval Office debacle. Declaring himself ready to work towards a peace deal under Trump's strong leadership and to finalize an accord on U.S. access to Ukrainian mineral resources. Now, this is on Tuesday that Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky had also proposed a new framework for a partial ceasefire with Russia. In a post on social media X, he said that Kiev would be willing to release prisoners and agree to a truce that would ban long-range attacks on civilian and energy infrastructure.